Yo, yo, what's up, guys? And now we are going into the price point between 6 and 7,000 US dollars. I was kind of disappointed with the last video because I thought, at the price point under 6,000, you would have a lot of selection. The problem was at the price point between 5 and 6,000, the Rolex Submariner was available, and so was the Rolex Sea Dweller. So because of that, it kind of just blasted away the competition, right? Between $5 and $6,000, you get the Rolex Submariner. Okay, so now 6 or 7,000, I have no idea. I am anticipating more choice, more selections of great decent watches, but who knows, right? I'm not getting my hopes up too high. I hope it'll be a little bit more interesting. But let's see. Okay, right off the bat, you got a two-tone Submariner. Wow, beautiful watch. Definitely yes. Hell yes, right? If you're looking for a two-tone sub, damn, you just gotta get it. Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon. My brother owns one. I'm not a big fan of it, although I do appreciate the ceramic case and bezel and funky strap and coaxial display back. I would say no. Definitely the two-tone sub over the Speedmaster. Okay, see, so guys, this is the problem right here, right? We got a two-tone sub, and I don't think any watch can really top the two-tone sub. Panerai, no. Panerai, no. Grand Seiko, hell no. Speedmaster, coaxial. So yeah, no. Seamaster, two-tone. It's cool, right? Would I rather? Would you? Okay, guys, honestly, right? Would you rather get the Seamaster 300 Setna Gold Titanium or the Submariner two-tone bluesy? And this is the problem with the Omega. They are releasing watches trying to compete with Rolex, and I'm sorry, everyone's gonna pick a Submariner over the Omega Seamaster. And the sad thing is that Omega has left their following, their support, the people who support them at the lower price bracket, they've kind of like said, to hell with you. I want people who are of a higher income bracket to purchase Omega watches, and that's not right, right? I really do not like the pricing of Omega's new watches. Look at Dark Side of the Moon, 7,000. You kidding me? The Seamaster, 7,000. Are you kidding me? Are you seriously? Omega Speedmaster Racing Coaxial, 6,390. What the heck? Okay, so far, Omega's starting to really piss me off. Okay. Um, Another moon watch. Sapphire back case, right? Panerai, no. Stay away from the Panerai. Datejust, no. No, not at this price point. I wouldn't get a Datejust. Um, this GMT is in pounds. Cartier, hell no. Okay, the Yachtmaster. Would you rather have the two-tone sub or the Yachtmaster? And I would say two-tone sub, but Yachtmaster, if you want something different, go for it. But I think the two-tone bluesy is still a better buy, a better watch. It's just so much more. There's just so much more flavor. The Yachtmaster just looks a little bland, right, with the platinum dial and the steel case. It's just very gray and looks a little depressing, actually. If you like it, great, right? I actually own a Yachtmaster as well, but it has the blue dial. JLC Master Compressor, but it still can't compete with the two-tone bluesy. Okay, sub no date, right? You're not into two-tone. There you go. You can get a sub no date, full box papers, everything, or you can get a date sub, right? Beautiful watch. You can't go wrong, right? So you either go for a date sub or, ooh, you want a two-tone bluesy or the date sub. I think This listing right here, let's take a look. I think it's the best buy so far, right? This is the best watch to get so far at this price point. Probably still available, 6,700 only. Price to move, and it will move in no time, right? Um, let's see. 6,500 for this Rabella. I bought from this guy before. Cool. A bit expensive. I still go for the two-tone sub at this price point. And Omega, vintage Omega Speedmaster 1971. That's expensive. I would have to say no, guys. That's too much for this 861 movement, right? 1975 Speedmaster. I would make a pass, right? Just get the 3572.50. Those cost less than 3,000. It's a 1861 movement. This one's an 861 movement. In my opinion, there's really no difference between the 861 and 1861. The only vintage Speedmasters you should be getting are the ones with the 321 movement. Some people like the 1961 and 1969 one with 861 movement. I say, it's really about the movement, guys. Right, so this, I would pass on a 6100. That's too much for a non-321 movement Speedmaster. Explorer 16550, I would pass. It's pretty much, I don't see the value in paying almost, over $2,000 for this model when you can get it 16570. So I would pass on this, right? It's not a true vintage watch. It's still sapphire, crystal. Just stick to the 16570. Save yourself $1,500 or more, almost $2,000. Save yourself $2,000 and get the 16570, right? Don't buy this Explorer 2. Same for this Datejust, right? It's pretty expensive. Same for this Portuguese. It's expensive. No. Milgaus, where this guy's asking for way too much. Okay, now you're talking. Now you have a Rolex. Okay, so now we have a first world problem right here, right? You can get a ceramic no date sub, and or you get the two-tone bluesy. Now that is a first world problem, and that is something that I cannot answer for you. It's really up to you. Do you want a modern ceramic Submariner, or you want an older classic two-tone bluesy? That's really up to you. Okay, really great. There we go, another two-tone bluesy. Okay, you can also get the new Explorer 2 42 mil, but I think the two-tone bluesy is still the one to get. This or the ceramic no date sub, and it doesn't come close. Ooh, look at this. Vintage Hoya Monaco. Okay, alright. Now we have a problem. Guys. We've got a big first world problem because the Hoya Monaco is a legend, and I think in terms of appreciation, watches like these, they can only go up. You have to be careful with vintage watches, right? You got to make sure everything is working, the condition's good, because you can't source parts for these watches. Very difficult, but if it all checks out, I think this Hoya Monaco right here will appreciate far more. Let's read this a little bit. Never done almost I don't believe this could have been part, not sure. Okay, so it recommends a service, and he does not guarantee future performance. So there we go, guys. So you gotta be careful with vintage watches, right? You don't expect them to work like the modern watches today. You gotta be careful, and if you really love Hoya, vintage Hoyas, right? I would suggest that you factor in a service, right? Not only do you factor in a service, that you actually have a good relationship with an independent watchmaker who's able to service these things. Because I would not take this watch to a boutique from Tag Heuer and give it to the tag salesman to take care of your vintage Heuer. That's just crazy. So you gotta know a competent and reputable independent watchmaker who's able to uh, not only service it but source parts if things need to be replaced within the movement. So be careful over there. I would proceed with caution unless you have the know-how and the connections to deal with a watch like that. Okay, what else? What else? Hoya, Silverstone, no. Explorer 2, I would still say no. Milgauss GV, there was one for much less, right? So I would say no at this price point. I think there was one selling for about 6,000 or low or high fives. Okay. Anything else? Breitling Galactic, pretty cool. World, it's Breitling's World Time. I would say no. Okay, look. So here we have a scammer, low post count, asking for 6,800, and let's see if this guy's a scammer. Probably a scammer. I don't know. So that's a pretty good deal actually. Full box. Okay, I think this guy is a scammer. Right. I wouldn't buy from Chronocentric. I don't know. They just don't give me confidence. I should really get them out of my feed, out of my search results. So far, ceramic two-tone. Of course, the Sea Dweller, right? Ceramic two-tone, Sea Dweller. No, I would not get an Omega Railmaster over the Sea Dweller or the Submariner two-tone or the Submariner ceramic. Omega is, I don't know what to say about Omega. At this price point, they just cannot compete with Rolex. You know. A Tudor sub, vintage Tudor sub. Now this is a cool looking watch. Look at that bezel. That's really, really nice. That's a beautiful dial. It's your call. It's also another beautiful watch, right? I stay away from Omegas. No Omegas. Hublots, definitely no Hublots. Holy shit. Blancpain, flyback chronograph. I would also say no. It's hard because at this price point, Rolex is just so dominant. Panerai. Okay, let's see. Let's look for a Rolex alternative, alright? So you can get a ceramic no date subs. You can. I don't see. You have the Yachtmaster. Well, I can't believe someone actually bought this Navitimer at this price. It's crazy. Yeah, you can get a no date sub or a two-tone bluesy. And you could even get the GMT ceramic. There you go, you can get a GMT 60. Oh no, this guy is fake. But you could get a GMT ceramic, right? You get a vintage day date white gold. Nah, stay away from that. There you can get a GMT Master 16700 Coke version. Right, beautiful watch, 6950. Oh, I wonder if it's still available. Probably is. Asking 6950. Nice watch, beautiful watch. Right, that's what they're going for. 6950. It's quite a bit. Okay, any Rolex alternatives? Glashütte Original. Oh man, good luck with the sale. It's a cool watch, but what is this nonsense? Yima. Let's take a look for fuck's sakes. Where's the picture? What is this? Why are you asking for so much? Le Joux? Yachting Graph? Oh my god. No. Right. Unfortunately, guys, I don't see many alternatives. 6900. Sorry guys, there's not much. I guess you can get a limited edition Portuguese. But like I said, right, Rolex at this price point is just so dominant, and I think they're going to dominate the price point all the way to 10,000. You get a vintage Speedmaster, right? I think that would be the only alternative to a Rolex. That's about it, guys. I'm sorry, but now we're just all in Rolex territory. Jaeger LeCoultre, of course, where you can get a reversal. At this price point, you get ceramic, BLNR, Batman, or the Hulk. Unfortunately, I think it just got a lot more kind of boring, actually. Let's see. Let's try to go 7,000 to 8,000. I just foresee it being all Rolex, 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 Rolex. And you know what the problem is, guys? The problem is that brands like Omega, Panerai, they are supporting the price of Rolex. If Omega and Panerai, Breitling, if they brought down their prices, right, they would get more people buying their products. And as a result, they could lose market share. I mean, they could cause Rolex to lose market share. And well, the problem is that there are businesses where they're all greedy. Omega, it really started to piss me off, right? JLC, they are fine because they do produce really great, iconic pieces like this reversal ultra thin dual face, right? The deep sea. But brands like Omega, Breitling, Glashütte Original, IWC, to be honest, they should not be in this price point unless they make something really special. But there's really nothing special about the Portuguese at this price point. It's still just an ETA movement. What is this? Audemars Piguet limited edition. What the hell? Millenary Quincy Jones. This is. I'd stay away from it. I mean, I know it's an AP, but with the AP, you gotta go Royal Oak, right? Watches like Lucy Nardin. These brands cannot compete with Rolex. The only brand that should be competing with Rolex in this price point between 6 and 8,000 is Jaeger LeCoultre, because the watches they make are more refined and maybe just as iconic as Rolexes, and they are steeped in history. So they are the only watch brand that should be competing with Rolex because they do give you more watch for the same amount of money. All right, let's face it. Rolex can command this price simply because of its demand. But when you think about it objectively, JLC as a company, they do create. I don't want to say better watches, but their watches are finished to a higher standard, and they come up with just as iconic models, right? Models like the Reverso. Right here we got the Memovox, right? Beautiful watch. You have their Master Control. They have the Deep Sea. So JLC, they are a true watch company which produces great pieces, right? Companies like Omega, Breitling, Elisina Arden, IWC, Glasuto, Rigonel, uh, they have no business. They shouldn't be here, and the re and the f- and the reason why Rolexes can command such prices is because these other brands are propping the market up, right? So it really shouldn't be Rolex who. Rolex cannot decrease their prices because they are the standard. I don't know. Maybe Rolex should decrease the prices and see what happens. They could easily kill off all the other watch brands. Let's say if Rolex decides to cut their prices down by 20%, my God, there goes Omega, there goes Breitling, there goes IWC. Who's going to buy those watches now? Right? How, no one will ever pay more for those watches compared to a Rolex. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's paid. Okay, anyway, that's my rant. Oh, look at this, guys. You are in Patek Philippe territory, the 3919. Oh, you can get a Patek, a respectable Patek for $7,850. Would I pick this over a GMT Master? Depends where you are in life. Okay, anyways, this is a long video. I'm Watchman and I am out.